Some mornings don't arrive with sunlight. They arrive with doubt. In that quiet pause between quitting and trying once more, a single moment can change everything. This is one of those moments. Meet Aaron, a young dreamer who nearly lost everything he believed in, until a simple coffee cup reminded him what it truly means to keep going. It was 6:42 a.m., the city still half asleep, streets glistening with drizzle. Aaron sat in a tiny café by the train station, hands wrapped around a half-empty, cooling cup of coffee. His laptop screen glowed dimly in front of him, showing words he never wanted to see. "We regret to inform you that your project proposal has been rejected." He stared at it for a long moment, the clinking of cups and spoons fading into silence. 3 years of work, 3 years of hope, gone in one line. He closed the laptop, pressed his forehead against his hand, and whispered softly, "Maybe this is the sign to stop pretending I'm meant for something great." The cafe door chimed softly as it opened. A breeze carried the smell of rain and roasted coffee beans. An older man entered, simple clothes, warm eyes, the kind that seemed to have lived 1,000 stories. He ordered a plain black coffee and settled near Aaron's table. After a few moments, he looked up and said gently, "You seem like someone who's lost his map." Aaron gave a weak smile. "Something like that." The man chuckled. "Maps are helpful, but sometimes the lost traveler discovers the most beautiful places." Aaron sighed. "I think I've been lost for too long." The man nodded slowly, then placed his cup down and asked, "Do you know what makes coffee taste different each day?" Aaron blinked. "The beans?" The man shook his head. "It's the hands that hold it, and the heart that drinks it." Aaron frowned. "I don't understand." The man leaned back. "When I was your age, I sat in a cafe just like this. I had lost my business, my confidence, almost even my will to keep trying. My wife had grown tired of watching me fail. I had nothing but a few coins, just enough for 1 cup of coffee." He smiled faintly, remembering. "I ordered it, and as I stirred, I cried. But when I looked into that cup, I realized something strange. It wasn't empty, and somehow that made me think, maybe my life wasn't empty either." Aaron looked at him, curiosity mixing with confusion. "So, a cup of coffee saved you?" The man smiled softly. "Not the coffee. The pause. The choice to sit and think instead of running away or giving up." He took another sip. "Every dream fails the same way. Not because it's impossible, but because the dreamer stops believing. If you just pause instead of quitting, you give life one more chance to surprise you." Aaron stared at his cold mug. "But what if I've already failed?" he whispered. The old man's eyes softened. "Then you've paid the tuition fee of life, my friend. Failure isn't the end. It's the start of understanding." Aaron sat quietly. A small spark lit inside him, a faint echo of hope. He reopened his laptop and read the rejection email again. And there it was, a line he hadn't noticed before. "We encourage you to reapply after refining your design." He blinked. "Reapply?" Half laughing, he said, "They didn't say no. They said try again." The man nodded knowingly. The world rarely says no. It usually says, "Not yet." A small smile spread across Aaron's face. He looked out the window. The rain had stopped, sunlight spilling through the glass, painting gold across the floor. "I've been so busy staring at what went wrong," Aaron whispered, "that I forgot to see what could still go right." The old man chuckled. "That's how most dreams die. We stop stirring before the sugar dissolves." Aaron laughed, tired, grateful, real. "Who are you, really?" The man smiled. "Just someone who never stopped brewing his coffee." He finished the last sip, stood, and said, "Keep your cup full. The secret isn't the coffee, it's the courage to refill it." He walked away, leaving behind the warm smell of beans, and something Aaron hadn't felt in a long time: hope. The next morning, Aaron began again. Not to impress anyone, not to prove anything, but because he remembered why he started. He rewrote his proposal carefully, line by line, infusing every detail with clarity and purpose. Quietly, consistently, without comparing himself to others. 3 months later, he submitted it again. This time, it was accepted. His project grew beyond what he imagined, and as he helped others reach their dreams, he realized his own journey had just begun. Years later, Aaron often returned to that same café, sometimes alone, sometimes with a friend, always with a warm cup of coffee. He would sit by the window, watching the world move fast outside, smiling to himself, grateful for the morning he almost gave up but didn't. And now, it's your turn. What dream have you left in the corner, growing cold? What idea have you stopped stirring because someone said no? Take a moment, breathe. Refill your cup, not just with coffee, but with courage. Because maybe, just maybe, the next sip could be the one that saves your dream. You've been listening to Eliza Bethell's Tales. If this story stirred something inside you, share it with someone who's on the edge of giving up. Sometimes a story is all it takes to keep a dream alive. Remember, you don't need a perfect life to live your purpose. You just need the courage to refill your cup. Stay inspired, stay kind, and keep believing in your story. Until next time, this is Eliza Bethell's Tales, signing off with love and light.